Welcome back to the Demon Slayer Gaming Channel. We're going to be continuing our Final Fantasy XIV Dungeon Guide series. We're going to be looking at another of the dungeons reworked in patch 6.5, the Burn. Now, it feels like the main thing that was changed in this one is just the HP of some of the bosses. There's been slight changes other than that, but primarily everything just kind of dies quicker. So, not going to be too much to go over for this one. Starting off when you're running to pick up the first couple groups, keep an eye out for the boulders tumbling down the left side of the platform. If you see the rocks begin to fall on the left side, then the boulder will shortly follow. So you'll either want to stop or make your way quickly past that section to avoid getting hit. Other than that, some of the bird type enemies have large line AoEs that are all positioned at the tank, so you'll just want to make sure you're facing these away from the group. In the next section, again, just make your way across, trying to avoid all the boulders as you do. There will be several adds that fall down during your path across, though, that you'll need to pick up. The Desmond, little rock moles, have circular AoEs that they'll do around themselves, along with cone AoEs that they'll do towards the tank. As you're almost done, a final Desmond will fall down, but once you finish all these off, you'll be able to go to the first boss. For the first boss, when you first pick him up, he'll start off with Crystal Needle. This is going to be his tank buster ability, so you'll just need to mitigate this and heal through it as you can. He'll then jump to the center of the platform and should begin casting Shard Fall immediately. For some reason, we had kind of a bug here where he jumped once and then fought for a little bit and then jumped again. That should not be the case. Whenever he casts Shard Fall, you'll want to get behind one of the crystals, and then this will prevent the damage from this ability, but then you want to move away from the crystals quickly as they will explode, and then move towards the boss quickly as he'll be casting Dissonance, which is going to do a donut AoE around him, with the safe zone being a very small circle underneath. 4 new crystals will then fall from the sky before the boss casts Crystal Needle one more time. And then jump to the outside of the platform and pick one party member and mark them with a crosshair and cast Hailfire. This party member again will just move behind one of the crystals to absorb the damage and then move away from the crystal quickly to avoid the explosion that it will do. He'll follow up with a Shard Strike, which is going to do a circular AoE on all party members. She'll just want to spread out to avoid this, but he should go down very quickly. When picking up the adds in the next section, the Charred Paladins have a pull that they will do on the tank, so you'll want to either try to stun them and interrupt this, or just be aware that you're going to be pulled back a little bit as you try to gather them all up. The Dreadnought has a large circular AoE along with a cone AoE, and the droids have line AoEs that they'll all cast, so just move out of these as needed. The next group will have a group of Koblins. Now these have circular AoEs that they can do, but you can go ahead and pull them to the next group with the other mobs and just AoE them all down. Again, watch out for the line AoE from the drones, the cone and circular AoEs from the dreadnoughts, and then the pull from the paladins so you don't actually get pulled into any of the other AoEs. For the second boss, once you pick him up, shortly into the fight, he'll start casting a Therochemical Flame. This is just going to do party-wide damage, which you'll have to heal through. He'll then target a party member with a crosshair that will drop a Therochemical residue on the ground beneath where they are standing. This will stay on the ground and continue to slow you down. He'll then summon a bunch of adds and move to one side of the platform. They will then have a countdown before they will charge across the platform. You just want to stand in line with the one that is malfunctioning. A therochemical coil is going to be his tank buster, so you just want to mitigate and heal through this. And then summon a few rock biters to the outside of the platform. That will do line AoEs across the platform in front of them, so you just want to move out from in front of them. And follow it up with another therochemical flame for party-wide damage. But again, this one should also go down very quickly. For the last section of adds, as you're moving through here, there will be several that will come out of the ground, along with the ones that are above ground. The large worms will have very large circular AoEs, and the spiders can target random party members and do a venom spit, along with a large cone AoE. The Giga Worm also has a cone AoE. For the last group here, you'll be watching out for the same AoEs as the previous one. So just group them up and AoE them down, move out when you need to. But this should bring you to the final boss. For the final boss, when you pick him up shortly into the fight, he'll begin casting Rime Wreath. This is just going to do party-wide damage that you'll need to heal through. He'll then cast Fog Plume. This will do an AoE on the platform that will branch out into a star-shaped pattern whenever it explodes, so you'll just want to make sure you're standing in between the lines to avoid the AoEs. Dragon will then go to the center of the platform and turn into Mist, summoning 3 Draconic Regards to the outside of the platform. You'll need to destroy all of these before the Cold Fog AoE covers the entire platform. Afterwards, he'll pick one party member and mark them with a blue circle above their head, breathing ice at them. That will leave a residual damage on the ground. He'll then target the tank, doing a large cone AoE of the same type. That will leave the residual AoE on the ground, so you just want to make sure you're moving out of all of these. It does leave a frostbite damage over time on both party members that can be cleansed if you need to, or you can just heal through it. He'll then cast Fog Plume one more time. That will summon 2 different Fog Plumes that you'll want to identify the openings and move there. If you are hit by this ability, you will be encased in ice and someone will have to come over and break it to get you out. But I'll follow up with one final Rime Wreath, and this should be it for the burn. I hope this helped everyone out. If it did, please make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel, and I will catch you on the next one.